Here's a big question. Why aren't you as fit as you want to be? Is it time? Is it money? Is it the knowledge? You don't know how to do push-ups right? What is it? I bet you can come up with a lot of things about why it is you're not where you're at, where you want to be. And the word that we use for this commonly, a lot of people use, is reasons. And you can call it that, but I think that word is way too pretty. A word that I like to use is what we call excuses. I like that word because it stings. And the reason I like it is because it's the truth. And everybody knows that the truth hurts, especially when it has to do with something that makes us feel not adequate or like we're not doing as good as we really can. And the truth is, if you're making excuses, that means you are being weak. Now, I'm not saying you're being weak because I'm trying to be harsh. I'm saying you're being weak because I care about you, and it's important to be honest with yourself about when you're not doing really what you can do. And the thing is, most people focus on two things about fitness that I really don't think are really that important. And those two things are what to do and how to do it. Like what exercises or, how to do the exercises or what food to eat and all that stuff. Really not that important. And everyone thinks there's some secret to like being in shape by like doing some special exercise or special food. There is no secret. The most important thing is, the stuff that really matters, I believe, is the why. Whether you're doing it or not, there's a reason why you're doing it or why you aren't. Either way. Why are you doing it? Why aren't you doing it? At the end of the day, it comes down to the why. That's all it comes down to. See, when you wake up out of bed and you skip your workout, or you skip the healthy meal, or you're cheating too much, the thing is, the scale is tipping against you. You have a lot of reasons why you don't want to do it that just simply outweigh the reasons why you do want to do it. And it keeps happening over and over and over again, and it's just leading to your demise. And the reason the why is so important, because the why is the source of all your motivation. And people get motivated by two things: pain or pleasure. And most people, unfortunately, are driven mostly by pain. The pain of being in bad health or being really out of shape or not looking as good as they want. And the pain, the source of pain, it should be the spark. It should be what gets you going, what gives you a kick in the butt in the morning. And you should really be driven by is the pleasure, the joy of being healthy, the joy of being in shape. That should be the fire. That's what you should be focused on. Next big step is you need to have the strength to be honest with yourself. Most people are not honest with themselves. They're constantly lying to themselves about why they're not where they want to be, especially when it comes to physical fitness and when it comes to being in the right health. You got to be brutally honest with yourself. Or are you somebody who likes to hide behind their excuses? It's so easy to hide behind those things because everyone understands, because everyone has them. Everyone has the same excuses. And so many people say, I can't do it, Sensei. I can't. It's too hard. It's never a matter of can you. It's will you. So stop saying I can't and start saying I won't. Because I won't is a way different term, and it's the truth. Now, some people I know, you grew up in an unfortunate household. Maybe your parents aren't in shape. You weren't into sports and those things. Maybe you had some injuries. You had some limited resources. You don't know how to get in shape. And yes, there's a certain point that I understand that as children, we need guidance. But in everybody's life, you reach a point where you become aware. And you realize that the issues or the things that you have in your life are no longer good. And the truth is, once you realize that, after that, everything's on you. If 5 years down the road, you're still out of shape, you gotta blame yourself. But, you don't want to blame yourself because, it doesn't make you feel good. So we start blaming all those other reasons that you've been blaming for the last multiple years and all this other stuff about the way you were raised and those things. And the reason you want to blame yourself is because it gives you the ability to change it. Without taking on the blame, there's nothing you can do about it. Because responsibility equals power. Taking ownership of your issues and your problems gives you the power and the ability to change them. Got to take ownership of it. So what you need to focus on right now is you're going to come up with a strong reason why, really why you want to get in shape. And it's got to be stronger than, the pain of not wanting to wake up or not wanting to go through the exercise. The reasons why you want to do your exercise must outweigh the don'ts, must outweigh the pain. The pleasure, the reasons why, the positive outcome, your goals must outweigh the pain. You got to really think about associating pain with not working out and pleasure with working out. The thing is, which one are you going to be? It's not a matter of where you want to be. Do I want to be weak or do I want to be strong? It's about decision making. Either be weak or be strong. Do it or don't do it. It's just that simple. Don't make it difficult for yourselves. And the last thing I want to leave you with is the one thing that motivates me the most is I like to think that every day I'm writing a new page to the book of me. And the thing is that every page that I write, every word that I write cannot be rewritten. There is no rough draft. This is the final draft. Every step you take, every decision you make leads to your entire life story. And I like to believe that at the end of my story, I'm going to be pretty proud of what I've done. That's what I'm looking for. So as you're making your decisions today, I want to ask you one question. What's your story going to be? Good luck, guys.